What is going on, everyone? Matthew97657 here. Today we are back with yet another figure unboxing and review. And it's titled something I would suggest this is going to be the Bandai Movie Monster Series 3 set of the Orthochromatic Shin Godzilla forms. So from Bandai. I want to say it's an exclusive, and it's in a box, it's not loose. So with that being said, nothing more to it than to get right on into it. And the last from the box itself, it probably says like Shin Godzilla 3 set orthochromatic versions, and then there's I think that's the Movie Monster Series text, and then it's kind of just like the box. Like, I guess if we had to refer to it as a case, maybe, because it's not just the box, but this is like the box they send it in, and obviously there's going to be another box within there. So, okay, I'm not going to just force it. I kind of wanted to, if I'm being 100% honest, but I don't want to risk anything here. So yeah. All right, come on now. Oh, there we go. Here we go. I already know this box is going to be a trouble because it looks to be all black, and my light that I have loves to reflect off of darker colors. So I'm going to try not there. Yep, there it is. And but as you can see, there it is. So Movie Monster Series, and then Shin Godzilla Orthochromatic versions. Bandai Namco, Bandai, all the licensings and tags. You have the 3 versions, Shin Godzilla, 4th form, and then form A and B technically, or Kamata-Kun, Shinagawa-Kun. And then there you go. You see the English text there. That's a little surprising that it's there. But here it is. That's the back of the box, and there's that. And then the top of the box is a very nice Shin Godzilla portrait, and then just the orthochromatic versions. And I say surprisingly in English only because I don't think we've had the opportunity to widely see it. I think they had a showing in like New York or Los Angeles for the orthochromatic version of Shin Godzilla, but outside of that, I don't think anyone has been able to see it legally in the United States. But moving on to this is the box itself. So we're gonna go ahead and take out our Godzilla there. We have our Kamata-Kun, went in the wrong order, and then our Shinagawa-Kun. And so, I mean, that's really it. There's nothing else in the box as you'd expect. But let's go ahead and get started with the review. Obviously, I'm going to go in chronological order as they appear. So here we go. Oh, here it comes, Kamata-Kun. Ta-da! And wow, you know, it's kind of like I expected to get, you know, this type of coloration on the figure, but just seeing it in person is actually rather like not unsettling, but it's just something I didn't expect, I guess, until I had it in my hand. So as per usual, the light's always a little too bright, so I'm gonna go ahead and take it away. As you can see, a little bit of the colorations going on. It's like a really like ashy white gray. And then it does have accents of like a darker darker gray seen throughout the figure. As you can see, like through the body, even through the dorsal plates as well. And then the eyes look good. The mouth, it looks to just be that dark coloration. And yeah, even the gills have the kind of like gray color aspect in there on both sides. And then the nails are somewhat painted. It doesn't seem like they are, but as you can see there, they are painted just a little bit, so that's nice. So yeah, this is the Shinagawa-Kun Form A, if you will. And yeah, like I said, it just seems a little like weird, because like I knew what I was getting when I got this. I knew the whole entire purpose of the whole orthochromatic version that they did with Shin Godzilla, but like seeing this like in person, I was like, oh, okay. I guess it's because I didn't really see too many figures like postings of it online. Granted, I was gone a week. So I was not on any social media. Anyways, let's go ahead and go on to Shinagawa-Kun for Form B. Here we go. Oh, this one's already like a huge contrast compared to the Shinagawa one. I'm sorry, the Kamata-Kun one. So as you can see, this one is just like straight up like a dark, almost matte black, as you can tell. It is dark. It's a very dark figure. I can't even think of the like last type of extremely dark figure that I'm trying to find a comparison with, but as I'm thinking, I'll just spin it around here. And you can see there are some highlights, some like slight dry brushing, if you will, if you want to call it that, for a manufactured figure. Or it does have like a little bit of lighter accents, kind of like that ashy gray on the knees. Not so much on the body, but you can kind of see it within the dorsal plates as well, which looks nice. It does look nice. And then the paint on the eyes is there, and then there is some paint on the teeth, which it being just kind of like little lines to resemble that teeth, which it doesn't look sloppy. I know my camera usually can't pick up a lot of the kind of really excessive detail, but it does not look sloppy paint job. And then even on here, you can kind of see the like slight dry brushing on it, and then you can kind of see the formation of the tail as well. So very unique. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why I keep acting surprised. It's just like forms I haven't seen him in, so maybe that's the reason as to why I'm like, oh wow, like this is actually really unique. But lastly, we do have the fourth form, which is Shin Godzilla itself. And ta-da, this is the mold, you know, we all know and love. And as you can see, we do have kind of like the Shinagawa coloration where it's just straight black, but there are some highlights or accents of the kind of like lighter gray we did see in the Kamata-Kun figure. Granted, not as light, but it's still there. And I would say, as I say that, like I look at the dorsal plates and it actually gets pretty light, and you can see it within the tail as well. So I think they were kind of just going for like the red effect. So like anything that was red on the body itself, they were just going to turn it into the discoloration of it being kind of the gray or the white, if you want to look at it like that. Like I said, I have not seen the orthochromatic version just because I haven't really had an opportunity to. So, I mean, hopefully they'll show it in theaters one of these days, or they'll just release it on its own. But that will be great. But yeah, I mean, it's your standard Bandai Shin with the different paint applications, which I think looks really nice, honestly. I think it really does pop. And then going on to the eyes. Oh, hold on. Let me get my light away first, because it's like, has the power of the sun. So there's our eyes and the teeth. And then focusing once again, our eyes and the teeth. So very nice. Not bad at all. I think it's great. It works. And then just the design, you know, we've seen it a million times, which we're about to see again. So hopefully you guys are ready for it. But that will be last. We're going to go ahead and do our comparison. So the only other Bandai Kamata-Kun I have is this one. It was the DNA exhibition back all the way in 2018. And yeah, this is the only other Bandai Shin I have. And it looks like, is this one taller? Or have I always just had this one in a lower position? I guess they were in a lower position. But as you can see, pretty much the same mold. Different colorations, but the same mold is there with this. So very cool. And I believe that you can pick these up off of the Godzilla Store United States right now, which is actually awesome. It's something you never really think you'd see happen, but these DNA exhibition ones are really, really cool, at least in my opinion. So if you have the opportunity to get them, I would highly advise to. Going on to this one here. So we have Shinagawa-Kun. We have the red, and then we have the black, which just makes a really big contrast between the kind of like bright translucency and the dark colored paint job on the orthochromatic version. And once again, it's like, I think I have this one in like a lower position. I wonder as to why. Because I would assume they are the same mold, but this one looks like it's standing taller without as much. Is that just me? Okay, maybe it was just me. But yeah, that is the Shinagawa-Kun. And here we go, fellas. We're gonna go ahead and start the mass. Oh my god, I don't even know where to start. We're gonna go ahead and start the mass comparison. So here we go. This is the theater exclusive Shin Godzilla from the movie when it first released versus the orthochromatic version. Same mold, same Shin mold we've been seeing for almost a decade now, which is actually insane. But hey, you know, it works, so they're not gonna, why change it, right? It still works. So this is the exhibition one from, I believe it was Taiwan that they had this exclusive purple translucent one in comparison with the Orthochromatic. And these are in no real order. I just kind of have all the shins here. This is the USJ, Universal Studios Japan, Shin Godzilla, and the Orthochromatic. I think this one's really good. I know it's kind of like not far off from how Shin Godzilla would look, but I think the coloration is really good on that one. Next up, we have the White Day Shin Godzilla. White Day Shin there. Next up, let's go ahead and do the Godzilla Store exclusive Shin Godzilla. So yeah, and as I'm going through all of these here, there's quite a bit. So there's, I guess, really a lot to choose from if you want your most ideal Shin Godzilla figure in a Bandai form. So, it's cool. It's cool to see all that. Let me know what you guys think of all the Shin Bandais. This is the USJ exclusive as well. The other one's from the Godzilla vs. Evangelion crossover. This one was just a straight collaboration with USJ. But yeah, it's kind of, maybe surprising isn't the word, but all right, we're going up with the mold change here. This is the hot pink, hot climax pink, but it's kind of unique that we've gotten so many of these Shin Godzillas. I think it's probably the Bandai figure with the most variants. As you can see here, we have the regular standard version, we have all the form versions, and then we have the climax version. So, there's really quite a lot happening with Shin Godzilla. And, realistically, we are still due for the Ortho Climax version, which is a standalone exclusive figure from the Godzilla store, which I will get when I get. So whenever that happens, that will be soon enough, I hope. And then I think lastly, the only one I have left is the statue one. But yeah, it's always fun doing that. Outside of Shin Godzilla, I think it's Hedorah who has the second most. I would really love to look at the analytics on how many they've done. But yeah, so this is pretty much it. This is the Shin Godzilla Movie Monster Series exclusive Orthochromatic tri-set. And so yeah, that's really about it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to really get through. Maybe, hopefully I didn't forget a Shin Godzilla as I'm looking at them down there. Yeah, hopefully I didn't forget any of them. Let me know what you guys thought of this. It was, it was fun. It was a blast. It's been a while since we've gotten a Shin Godzilla. I think the latest one was the White Day version. But for these two, at least, it's been quite some time. So it's good to see them back. And yeah, so I guess to round it off, I wish we could see the Orthochromatic movie legally in the States. If not, there's other ways to get there. But outside of that, I think they're pretty cool as a set. I'm glad they kind of just put it all as a set and they didn't decide to sell every single one. No tags, obviously, because they're like a boxed exclusive. And outside of that, the only other Orthochromatic figure we have as of right now that will be left is the Ortho Climax, which should be coming out, I believe, at the end of this month. So I think that's about it. So I'm going to talk a little bit, me and talk just a tiny bit. Everyone else, if this concludes the review, so let me know what you guys thought of this one, and I will see you guys soon enough. And if you decide to stay here with me and let me talk, I'm only going to talk just a little bit for some news that happened. So I do know while I was out, the Defo Reel Godzilla Evangelion Unito 2 did go up, so I did put that purchase in just because I absolutely love the Evangelion crossover, and the Defo Reel makes it so affordable, so that will be coming out soon enough. There is the Burning Godzilla LED new series in the Movie Monster Series line that will be coming out as well. I think outside of that, there hasn't really been too much. I know we're really prepping up for Godzilla Day here in a couple of days. I think five or six as of this recording. But the next thing that I do know that should be coming in is the SH Monster Arts Godzilla Evolved, and that is something I do look forward to. Like I said, I think it's going to be a fair figure. I've seen Japan get their release. I did order the Japan release, so I'm just waiting on shipment confirmation to come in soon, but that will be reviewed and I do plan to make that a good review. Hopefully I can hit the arrow or hit the target on that spot. So yeah, I mean, that's really about it. Just kind of wanted to go over a little bit of the future within like a week. It's not even that much time, but you know, figures are coming out left and right. So I'll be here to cover the ones that catch my eye. And so with that being said, I think that's going to actually end it off here. So with that being said, once again, I will see you guys with the next video. See ya!